Good morning, guys, and welcome to my stuck in the house daily routine. Things outside are pretty hectic right now because of the pandemic, and it can be challenging to be stuck in the house for too long. As of May 12, 2020, there are a total of 11,350 cases of COVID 19 here in the Philippines. People are still living in quarantine in the hopes of flattening the curve. Frontliners are still risking their lives to make a stop to the pandemic. With our safety being jeopardized, we live in an anxious state, making us vulnerable to a lot of unnecessary thoughts. In line with that, here are some things I do to try my day productive to keep my head out of the issue at hand. So I always try to make sure that I wake up early. This way, I can be more productive and increase my physical activity. Additionally, increase in physical activity is identified as a key behavioral activity for promoting healthy brain function. Of course, if you're not an early riser, you don't have to force yourself. Right after I wake up, to help improve my brain's ability to process information throughout the day and to just generally improve my well being, I meditate. I added this to my routine to make sure that I take care of my mental health. Okay, this is a little bit tiring, but every day I do my best to exercise. I do some stretching to improve my mobility, and exercising actually reduces your risk of depression and anxiety and helps you sleep better. In a way, it's kind of like hitting two birds with one stone. In this pandemic, it's important to keep our body strong and active to be able to fight off diseases. One of my most favorite parts of the day is breakfast. This is a small pocket of peace that I really enjoy, especially after working out. This helps me improve my energy levels and metabolism. Today, I'm having French toast with eggs. So, one of the things that I found that really helps me re-energize or energized for the day is drinking coffee. To add to that, studies suggest that these reduces risk of developing diseases such as cardiovascular diseases and more. Personally, I'm just one of those people that prefers to have my day planned out. This helps me set my priorities, make it easy to carry over tasks, help me avoid repetitive behavior, and it's actually a great project tracker.
When you press me to your I would wear roses when you speak.
So right now I'm preparing my lunch, which is kilowin. Generally, I try to balance my meals. Fun fact that I've learned from a friend is that lunch is actually an abbreviation for luncheon touch. So I guess you really do learn something every day. Once I already accomplished some of my errands, I'll have what I call my screen time for at least an hour. Right now, I'm watching TikToks, a lot of them. I try to socialize with my friends through video calls and just spend time with my family by watching the TV or having a little chit chat about life. I also find this is a good means of acquiring the most accurate updates regarding this pandemic through credible sources such as Inquirer, DOH, and the news. As a student, I still have responsibilities. So whenever I feel like I'm in the right headspace, I take the time to study. I find that this helps me retain information well, and as much as possible, I try to study in advance so that I'll have a background about the topic once we take it. Also, cramming for me is a big no-no. So I make sure I do my requirements ahead of their deadlines. Since we are locked down in our house due to this pandemic, I often allot time to discover my talent. It can be dancing, singing, or even painting. Anything that will squeeze out your creative juices will do, but in my case, I'm honing my skills in digital art. For dinner, I make sure to make it simple but heavy in the stomach after a long day. I prepared spaghetti. Never missing meals this quarantine is a must, as it will help our body store energy that we would need every day. Ending the day eating something you love makes you feel accomplished, don't you think? To sleep better, I take a shower at night. I shower with hot water to help my muscles relax. After showering, I do my nighttime skincare routine, starting off with some cleanser, followed by toning, and lastly, putting some moisture in my face. Since schools are suspended, I try to maintain a good sleeping cycle by sleeping at around 10 to 10:30 p.m. Researchers found out that your sleeping cycle can affect your mental health. Since I'm trying to wake up at 6:30 a.m., I'll go to bed at 10 p.m. so that I can complete a full 8 hours sleep.
Before ending this video, on behalf of our group, HPPL, we would like to thank our dear frontliners who are risking their own lives to keep this pandemic in check, as well as flattening the curve. We owe you big time, and for that we say,
Thank you, frontliners.